Alright, guys. It's time for yet another episode of the Florencio Files. Down here in the bottom left, the Zerg player, not knowing what he's about to get into, it's Arch Linux Org. Do you think it's Arch or Arch? I say Archmage. I always thought Archmage was correct. There's actually, and then I went and Googled it, and apparently there's many different opinions on this. I always think Archmage. I never thought Archmage, you know? But apparently there's no consensus. You guys let me know, Arch or Arch in chat. Make sure you don't differentiate how you spell it so that no one can tell what you're saying. Up here in the top right, in the blue, oh shit, he's playing under his Dixterminator ID. It's Florencio. It's going to be opening up with that low ground forge, a probe already coming across the map. Now, for those who don't know, and I found this out due to 43, or we might, what's that, Barb? She says, oh, it's 44,000 YouTube comments now that have told me, Dexter is Florencio's pet dog, pig. Thank you, guys. It's good to have, I think the 43,000th message saying that has been very helpful to me. Thank you, guys. So, Flo's in chat right now, which is great. But, so I actually did hear a story. Now, we've seen Florencio's style. It's a bit dirty. It's a bit aggressive. He comes in here. He's like, I'll just take that gas. Yeah, that's mine now. You know, he doesn't really, I think, appreciate his opponent's space. Like when you first play StarCraft, normally you have a friend and, he's already, see, this is what I'm talking about. Normally you have a friend and there's like no rush 20, right? You're like, no, let's just build up, figure out how the units work. Let's not ruin each other's base before they even get set up. You know, that's not fun when you're figuring the game out. I don't think Florencio ever did no rush 20. And you know, you can kind of see it in the way he plays here, where he's just trying to be as much of a dickhead as possible. He's starting a whole bunch of cannons down here. All right, we'll tell the Dexter story in a bit. Suffice to say, my inside sources have told me that Dexter also does not respect people's private space in real life either. And, you know, I think he's watched Flo play too much ladder. We'll give you guys some more deets on that soon. This is a lot of drones coming down here. They are going to be walking their way down this ramp. There's a Rocheron on the way, but this is a lot of mining time going down, man. And those cannons are absolutely going to finish. I mean, that pylon goes down. These Zerglings, though, they can go across the map, so at least they can force a cannon to go down. It is a full wall off over there. Overlord does get out. That hatchery is going to go down faux show. But Flo's going to come down, quickly build a zealot, put a cannon down as well, make sure he's nice and safe. That Rocheron's still not quite done. Remember, Arch Linux Org or Arch Linux Org. What the fuck are we going to call this? Is such a terrible name. We're just going to call him Arch Zerg. The Arch Zerg down here is lost so much mining time from that rush. Oh, he could actually kill the zealot if he quickly surrounded it, but I think he's missed the opportunity now. Oh no, he's gonna get it. The cannon's not quite done. Zealot did not get in a corner, let them get a full surround, so nicely done. They do pick off the Chad Zealot. And yeah, I'm gonna see exactly. Florencio says it was actually a shame to no rush 20. Not even in StarCraft 1. He says that's just, what the hell, that's stupid. He's like, why would you do that, man? Yeah. Well, you do it because you appreciate people's space. You want to let people develop their own understanding of how to play the game. So, long story short, guys, I've heard that Florencio, his favorite TV show is Dexter, right? Because he likes serial killers, so he named his dog after it. Funnily enough, turns out his dog, not really a serial killer, but he does like to roleplay serial killing with his junk. Apparently, he's a bit of a humper. Is what I've heard. I've heard that he's a little bit aggressive in people's personal space. You know, I did hear that Flo, even he goes, Dexter, can you calm down, buddy, on a daily basis? So I really feel like when I see Flo on his Dexter account on the ladder, he's really channeling that inspiration from his doggo. And it's really about just getting in his opponent's space and humping the shit out of their leg until they feel deeply uncomfortable. And I don't know about you guys, I'm feeling like this Arch Zerg feels deeply uncomfortable. He finally kicks Dexter off his leg here and says, can you please stop fucking the shit out of my ankle? And Flo's like, okay, I'll take a corner base. We'll come back with some Stargate units in a few minutes, okay? And the Stargate does go down there as well. For those who don't know, Neeb recently had actually a rather weak performance in one of the online EPT Cups. And people were wondering why, you know, seeing Neeb lose to some players he would normally never lose to. And I did actually message Neeb. I said, Neeb, what's happening? What's going on, mate? Your play just, especially on that week, looked really strange. He says, Dexter fucked the shit out of my ankle while I was sleeping. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, man, it screwed me balance up. I couldn't micro properly. I was like, oh, no. So apparently even Neeb has fallen victim to Dexter's uncontrollable animal desires, unfortunately. But anyways, it looks like Flo's actually in trouble. But it always does, doesn't it? Then you kind of scroll up and you go, is he though? There's always another layer to the wall. Oh! There's even a force field to trap it. Oh, you can't leave. Don't go up the ramp. I mean, this is what's so great about Flo, right? It's the layers. His defense, it's a lot like Shrek. There's always a fake weak-looking layer at the front. He wants you to commit into it. You get up his ramp, and there's always Stargate units in a backup layer of cannons. Absolute psychopath. I'm loving the chrono boost usage. So, did you guys know that in the old Roman days, purple was like the color of wealth? So he wanted that energy bar to fill up. The problem is, once it's full now, we've got damaged health bars on. Don't think Flo uses that. We have to quickly turn those health bars on always so that we can see it. Full energy bar. We normally like to turn that off so you guys can't realize just how amazing Flo is at stacking up that chrono boost. But yeah, this is like the color of wealth and shit. Purple dye was really expensive back in the old days, so Flo here, he's stacking it up. And let's be real, chrono boost literally can be spent to speed up all your production. So it is kind of like stockpiling money. And, you know, it's not a bad way of doing things. Flo's going up to 3 bases here. Does have an alpha of Chads out, but strangely enough, they just chillin'. They're not going out of the map yet. As I say that, okay, they do get a bit antsy. A hallucinated Phoenix will lead the way. There is a male Karak here. Yep. Do you guys think you could ride a Karak? I feel like I would go to the Karak races. I feel like it'd be kind of like a Chocobo, right? I reckon I could ride a Karak. That'd be fun, man. Karak racing. Can we get the DLC where you can get Karak riding Zerglings, please? That'd be awesome. Void Rays are going to come in. 2 Chads versus 2 Queens. Plenty of energy on those Queens, but the Chads just click right on the Queen with the energy. Biles! Oh my god, you're just running. You can't just run. It doesn't work, mate. 2 Queens up at the main, but they're a bit too slow. Ah, 2 Chads come in, take out 2 Queens. And, oh, even going to take out a couple of drones as well. 1, 2, 3. Can he get a 4th? Changes targets, gets a 4th drone. Oh, he's even going to get a 5th and a 6th and a 7th. Oh, my lord. What the hell? He wants one more so badly. Doesn't quite get it. Oh, and that Void Ray does leave with a blue prismatic alignment. You know, that you can see prismatic alignment didn't quite get a chance to go off there. That one drone surviving deep in the red hit points. But you know what? Chad Rays, they'll go on. Oh, man, you left me with blue prismatic alignment. Ah, you don't understand how painful that is. Mate, check your fucking Chad privilege. You just killed, like, the entire mineral line and 2 Queens, you sick bastard. 11 workers. 11 workers on those Chads. It's going to go Mass Phoenix behind it as well. This is a pretty good tech position for Flo, but you know what? We've seen it before. We'll see it again. A Zerg who can just hold down that drone key always has a chance of getting back in this game, especially with this macro Arch. There's so much shit popping out here for the Arch Zerg. And that's a good Queen count. The only thing I'm worried about is no spores. So if Oracles ever come in, could be a little bit exposed. It's going to throw his spore down on the edges. Just kind of zoning those out a little. Flo, though, he's bringing out that big knee macro. Remember, we've seen Flo develop his macro. Sometimes going 70 probes. Just untold of heights. Untold of heights, you know? So you might be doing it again here. No upgrades, of course. That would be a try-hard beta move. Florencio, not a fan of that. Gonna come out once again with those 3 Chads. I feel like he's been building Phoenix for a few minutes, but he's only got 3. I think it's, you know, bending time in reality. And of course, the Spire goes down. As always, Spire, great idea. Hope we see a round of Mutas into the Mass Phoenix. Seems like it'll be a good one. Double Evo going down. Wow, once they get ground upgrades as well. Wouldn't be too bad to get some Queen upgrades. Chads, are they just going to fight that Spore or will they avoid it? They're going to say, nah, I don't want none of that. But already more drones going down. The Spore's in range. Uh-oh. Those Chads have to turn tail. Get the hell out of there. Oh, he's going to turn around and go for the extractor. Prismatic alignment does come down. No transfuses. Could have kept that alive, but does not manage to bait him in. Fourth base is on the way down here for the Zerg. And hey, look at that. Inspired by the Rotterdam. He's going to start making +1. 2 fake Chads. Oh, my lord. They're like, yeah, we fuck. And you're like, wait, what? Why are you telling me this? I have a girlfriend. I'm like, what? And you can kind of like, you're looking at them and they look kind of built. Like, are you wearing a muscle suit? And like, what? No, like I have friends. I go outside. I play sports ball. And you're like, something, you see like just a little bit of neck beard sticking out. And you're like, I'm not, are you? It's something, there's like a sense of something that's not quite true Chad, you know? These three have an aura of like, yeah, we're really fucking cool. We get laid. But these two, I don't, oh, they were incels all along. It does come out where one of them just starts saying some really fucking creepy shit, and the 3 Chads do kick them out and say, get the fuck out of here, mate. They were indeed fake Chads. This Ravager comes down, does find that corner base. A good bit of scouting there, and a massive round of mutas. You know, this is always such a good choice against Protoss, guys. When you really transparently go mass muta swap with 0 scouting of your opponent who's massing Stargate units, I think it's always a good idea. Like, honestly, let's watch here. Oh, right, you know, Flight of the Valkyries plays. They come on in, They killed 1 Phoenix. Can they get a second? Can they get a second? Oh, 20 Mutalisks go in, and they trade for 2 Phoenix. A fantastic trade there. I like the way he didn't even hesitate it. Archzerg's like, yeah, that is the hard counter. I will fly on top and take that. I'm actually surprised he managed to kill 2. Well, fucking, like, literally the most one-sided interaction in the game. Phoenix versus Mutalisk, and he's like, yeah, I'll take it. There's a reason why you scout before you build Mutalisks, and you've got to do it as a big surprise maneuver against Protoss. But you know what? These Zerglings doing work. Flow microing is harder. Look at this try-hard micro. He's keeping his probes in the pocket. Only 2 Zerglings can hit them at a time. Florencio microing out of his mind right now. And he's actually going to keep these probes alive. I mean, a lot of them go down, but he kills all the Zerglings. He keeps 6 probes alive. I'm impressed, Float. To do that, you got to keep spamming on that mineral patch the whole time. Unfortunately, another wave comes in. They do quickly get back in there. The Zerglings are just going to keep coming on in. And, yeah, they're just not going to stop coming, man. So more Zerglings. There is a Hydra Den on the way. And more Zerglings. I feel like, you know, Float, it's so great, right? Because if this Zerg just I think he's getting a bit of tunnel vision at this point, right? Yeah, he wants to ram these Zerglings home, but just got to take a breather. He's already taken most of the economy out on this base. And Flow here is just really making him pay the Zergling tax for all these fights, dude. I mean, the units lost tab tells a story. And the Phoenix is going to come in. Guys, that's 19 Phoenix. Have you guys ever seen 8 Queens disappear? Because I think that's what we just saw. It's kind of hard to see because there was so many Phoenix on top of everything, but that is exactly it. We're going to quickly turn those health bars back off because we can't fucking see anything. There we go. It's going to make it a little bit more visible. Still kind of hard to see under the Phoenix, but better than having them everywhere. And the Phoenix just kill every drone. The spores finish, but guess what? What are they going to protect? Everything's already gone. The Overlord's in the open. Oh my god. Look at the supply. It was at like 140 a few seconds ago. It's now out of 80. It's out of 70. Oh no. Almost every Overlord goes down. There's still so many Phoenix left, dude. They do take a lot of damage from the spores there. Oh my god. Just absolute brutal massacre. And yeah, I mean, from here, Flo should have this game in the bag, I think. He's got the top left. He's got the bottom right with a few cannons up at it. The Phoenix is still flying around. He's going to fly back through the same 5 spores that he just scouted. And he was trying to pull back the weak Phoenix that were getting shot. Florencio, guys, that is science right there. He saw the 5 spores, realized he couldn't find it, flew around, and then just flew straight back into the center. The locus of all Zerg anti-air flew into the midpoint, and he was trying to click the Phoenix at the back, at the front that was getting shot, and pull it to the back. It's like, dude, it's getting shot by 5 spore cores. It would literally start running backwards and just die instantly. I'm like... It's like how we saw him do that try-hard Blink Stalker micro, and he was doing, like, really, really good. But then all of his Stalkers were in the red, and he kept just attacking into bio, and they all got one shot. And I was like, you know you need to, like, back off. You can't just, like... It's like extremely good micro used at exactly the wrong moment, you know? Like this is the new kind of Neeb influence that we've had on Florencio. He's always trying to do the really advanced tryhard micro in exactly the wrong situation. It's kind of amazing. Guys, what the hell? Is that 25 Phoenix? That's 25 Phoenix. This is the right situation to fight. Wait till the Nexus dies though, because remember, you've got to give a little bit of hope to your opponent. He says, okay, you killed that base, you killed that one. These 2 Hydras still not dead. There we go. Okay, I'm back on 2, you're on 3. You've still got hope. Zerg shouldn't really have hope because that is 21 Phoenix and there's 2 Hydras on the map. There's no drones mining from the 3rd. Only a handful in the natural, handful in the main. I mean, these Phoenix, there's so many of them. This is just absolutely brutal. Phoenix are gonna come down here. And you know what? He's found another locus of spores that was building here. Just wait for him to fly right into the middle of the anti-air. He's gonna do it again! Florencio science! Oh. He had vision of 3 of those spores. He'd seen the other 2 building. He knew there was 6 spores there and he still flies into it. Oh, he's a true master of taking the worst possible engagement and just giving that little bit of hope to his opponent, you know? The game should be over, but I think Flo might find a way to drag this one on, guys. There's always a way to just give your opponent that thought that they still have a chance. He does find a nice angle down on this side of the hatchery. And flies back into the center of all 5 spore crawlers there. I mean, he's killing drones, which is nice, but oh my god. Never seen someone use Phoenix so wastefully. Roddy somewhere is like getting sick on himself. And you know what? He doesn't have much money behind it. Oh, he's already queued up enough chads. I think he's fine. I think he is actually fine. He's gonna break out of his base with... Does open the wall up. I'm not sure if killing the pylon there was the best, but for some reason there's a drone here. Get out! Free! It's like a little organ that popped off his back there. That was weird. So we've got 1 Hydras. They do have both upgrades, but there's only 11 of them. And there's 11 Void Rays, 9 Phoenix. So, I mean, Zerg honestly needs to get a lot more units out to have a chance in the next fight. Or maybe catch the Phoenix flying across and... If they fly over the Hydras when Flo's not looking, kill a few, maybe kind of get a bit of an edge from there. But right now we see the Archzerg says, yeah, 43 drones, 10 Hydras on the map. I better start 2-2 upgrades and a Queen. So good prioritization there as always. Of course, continuing to focus on gas mining while floating 3,000 gas as well. Big brain Zerg. If he just got a bit of a larger pack of Hydras together, this might make a semblance of sense. Sees more Void Rays than Hydras and still chooses to attack. You know, I think there's a point where you can give hope to the Zerg, but they are so deeply fucked. Their ability to gauge what a good fight is severely hampered. And as we see there, well, he's like, yeah, it's not very many Void... There's more Void Rays than you have Hydras, mate. And they've got 1-1. Guys, whoa. Are you seeing... Sorry, I gotta get rid of my webcam. You guys see what I'm seeing right now down here? What is this? This Void Ray, these are the 2 chads from the start of the game. This one has 45 kills. The Reddit point one has 29. And that third one over there, I think he's been with him for a while. Oh, he's only got 2, okay. 45, 29 kills. Holy shit. That's 68 kills between 2 Void Rays. What the fuck? That is so ridiculous. Oh my god. I mean, I don't think they're gonna get any more. Now they're in such a big pack of Void Rays, right? It's very rare the kills will fall to them, but... This is just ridiculous. They come in, snap a hatchery, and Flo just playing with his food here. Oh, we've gone Corruptors? Oh no. I think this Zerg has literally just wanted to do a display of what units not to build. For some reason, Florencio still hasn't made the fuck veins upgrade for these Void Rays, but I think it's because he doesn't need it. They're Chad Rays. They don't need fuck veins. They already bang. Oh my god, the Corruptors are going to attack into that. 2 Corruptors literally disappear. I mean, at this point, come on. You got to be intimidated just by the raw sexual aura from these Void Rays. I mean, look at... Yeah! All about Corruptors to do with those Void Rays. Oh, sweet Summer John. Run. It's so funny because things were okay and then just like makes 20 meters without checking what the Protoss is doing and just flies into Mass Phoenix and is like, yeah. Sees Mass Void Rays, like, maybe I make Corrupt. It's like, no, you just need to make more Hydras, you dummy. Or, I mean, actually, there's so much gas. If a hive ever got made, can you guys imagine the power of fungal or especially parasitic bomb on these armies? Jesus. You can hear Michael Bolton singing from here. When a child loves a Zerg. I mean, you gotta make spellcasters, mate. You gotta make spellcasters. But honestly, kill check 30 on that one. 45 on that one. Absolute mad chads. Mad lads. They dominate. They do it again. Absolute destruction there. The Archzerg does go down. And, you know what? Dexterminator once again successfully impregnates a Zerg player's ankle. GG, well played, Florencio. Hats off to you, buddy.